Hi, my name is Amy Bouton. I am the Public Information Officer here in St. Tammany Parish Government, and this is our COVID-19 update for Friday, March 20th. So we have with us here today, as always, President Mike Cooper, and on the phone will be joining us is our St. Tammany Parish Clerk of Court, Melissa Henry. So thank you both for taking time out of your day. So President Cooper, we're going to start with you. All St. Tammany Parish government offices are open for business. This is possible because the majority of the departments are working remotely, and there is a handful of employees in most departments in our offices. So what is it that you'd like to tell viewers about their part in the community response as it relates to this new working remotely situation that we have going on?
Well, we're happy to be able to continue to serve our citizens by offering our employees, those who have the availability, to work at home or a remote location. We've issued over 100 laptops to those employees in planning, engineering, and other departments, permitting, so that they're able to conduct business while we continue to conduct business here at Coop Drive. We have limited staff here at Coop Drive.
Right.
And I want to encourage all of our businesses that have that capability to allow their employees to work remotely so that they are able to practice what we've been preaching.
Social distancing and less contact with the public.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
So that's what it allows us to do, and I encourage our businesses to do so as we have, and it's worked great.
Yes, and we are practicing social distancing as we
Yes,
speak
we are.
right
Yes,
now.
we are.
So to bring you this
Yes, we
update,
are.
we just want to mention that. So, and you've been a strong proponent of everybody taking personal responsibility, doing their part to sort of flatten the curve so that we can slow the spread of the virus and in turn not overwhelm the hospitals. So can you reiterate, what do you mean by this, and what exactly are you asking residents to do? Because I think it's important to continue to mention it, and you know, as the situation changes, sometimes our response is going to be stepped up a little bit. So can you talk about that?
Well, I don't believe we can emphasize it enough, and I've actually been practicing it all this week, and I know others have as well.
Right.
I'm the type of person, of course, as an elected official, likes to get out into the community and speak with our citizens, our business owners, but I've had to restrain myself, and I've limited myself from going to work here at Coop Drive, back to home, and stopping nowhere in between. It's important that we start to practice that if we're going to effectively slow down the spread of the virus in our communities. Again, by working remotely is one of those examples.
Right.
And of course, sheltering in place. And now that's not a mandate, it's a voluntarily sheltering in place, which again means if you don't have to go out for business or certain needs,
right,
please prepare to stay at home, and I think we can address the spread of the coronavirus much easily if we do so.
Right, and then we'll get back to normal sooner than later, right?
That's what we want.
And so that's kind of you're telling yourself, I'm going to voluntarily shelter in place. That's what you tell yourself to keep yourself from going out into the community.
Right. Well, we've been expressing all of this week.
Yes.
Other than the mandates that came down from the federal government and the state government,
yes,
we've adhered to those, but we've been asking for voluntary adherence and compliance to some of the other things that we've been talking about. And we want to continue in a voluntary manner, and we hope that our community responds by adhering to these suggestions.
Okay. So are there any other updates you want to share? Because I know we get updates constantly. We're updating our website, but any in particular you want to share before we close with you today?
The Registrar of Voters has announced that their office is now closed to the public as far as face-to-face, but they are available by telephone, website, and by email in order to whether they want to register to vote or change their voter registration or such. The Registrar of Voters is available to serve their customers. The Secretary of State's office, of course, is available as well in that same regard to help voters transact the business that they need to.
Okay, because those elections have been postponed anyway, so we have a little more time for everybody to
Yes, they have. I want to
get their
remind our
things together.
citizens that may have known that the election was April 4th. That election, that primary election for municipalities of Mandeville, Madisonville, and a council at large seat in Covington, as well as a First Court of Appeal judge race in St. Tammany Parish, that has been delayed from April 4th until June 20th.
Okay, that's good
But
information.
citizens can still register or change their registration online during that time.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to say to our residents right now?
Again, I asked them to flatten the curve, help to be a part of the community response to help slow down the spread of the coronavirus in our communities, adhere to the precautions that we've issued and that we practice in each and every day. Wash your hands, practice social distancing, avoid large gatherings. And the large gatherings can be anything from bingos or large parties,
Right.
whether it be public or private. Swimming, we're hearing things about swimming pools being
Right.
open, public swimming pools, private swimming pools for the kids' enjoyment. This is not the time to encourage large gatherings. We ask that people avoid these types of gatherings.
Okay, well, thank you very much, President Cooper. Thanks for those updates. We appreciate it. Now we're going to welcome our Clerk of Court, St. Tammany Parish Clerk of Court, Melissa Henry, on the phone. Melissa, are you there?
I am. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for being here. So we know that our residents, they still have business that they want to conduct with the clerk's office. So we want to give you the opportunity to tell them about how they can do that.
So you can always reach us by phone. The office is open internally. You can e-record and e-file, so take advantage of all of our electronic services. But what we had, I had a meeting with the judges this week and again yesterday, and an order was signed this morning where we are officially closing the court and the St. Tammany Clerk's office to the public during this health emergency, with the exception of three things. Pursuant to the Louisiana Protective Order Statute, pursuant to the Louisiana Code of Civil Procedures, Articles 3945 and 3601, and anyone requesting a property bond for the purpose of someone needing to get someone out of jail. So we're limiting the hours to serve the public for those three items during the hours of 8:30 to 12.
Okay.
The deputies are stationed at the south entrance of the building, and they're helping facilitate by obtaining the information from whoever is needing services with our office. And then we're kind of having a drop and go, if you will, type of process to where I'm trying to do my best to limit as much interaction with the public and the staff for both party safeties during the social distancing. And so we are just going and trying to obtain the information from the bucket and then bringing it back down in our office and processing it. We are very fortunate that we've been able to have already had in place e-recording and e-filing so that people that are still conducting businesses, law offices, and title attorneys can still have their documents filed and recorded.
Very good. Very good.
Very good, yes. And we want to tell everyone that these updates, everything you talked about so far, is on your website, on your COVID-19 updates page at www.sttamanyclerk.org. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have been updating our website regularly, and we're also updating our Facebook page for social media content as well. We also, I want to let the public know, it's been put out on notice that we have gone down to a skeleton crew. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the work that we do, we're not able to work remotely. So we have really limited the number of employees that are in at one time so that we don't have as many employees coming in contact with one another as well. But we're still available by phone to assist the public.
Great. Well, I just want to offer the opportunity for either of you to add anything else you'd like to.
Sure. I'd like to say that the Clerk of Court's office, of course, the main office is located in the Justice Center in downtown Covington at 701 North Columbia Street. And the Clerk of Court's office is one of the few offices that remain open to serve the public at this time. And we want to continue to offer the access to the Justice Center so that our citizens can conduct those important transactions and get that information from the clerk's office as needed.
Mm-hmm. Melissa, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I want to thank President Cooper for his assistance that he's provided us with helping us facilitate and maneuver through this challenging time that we're all experiencing. And I just want to encourage everybody to stay calm, wash your hands, and we're here if anyone needs us.
All right. Well, thank you both again for taking time. We know that everyone's busy, but this is important for the public to be updated on a regular basis, so thank you both. So we want to remind everyone, first of all, thanks for watching our updates. If you have any questions, you can go to our webpage, www.stpgov.org, where we post updates every single day and also on social media. So thank you for joining us, and that concludes our update.